guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a crazy couple of months. My last video really surprised me with how well it was received. So thank you all for supporting me and subscribing and all that. It was a huge help. Past 1,000 subscribers, and I think as of today or yesterday we're up to like 1,400. So that was really cool, and thank you again for all the support. I'll talk a little later on the campfire about what exactly I've been up to, but long story short, a lot of life stuff got in the way, which I wouldn't say get in the way, you know, it's family and whatnot, and that's always the priority. But anyways, I'm up here with Trail Newbie, who's sitting up in the back there behind me, but we had a what we call, I guess, a day of adversity. Last night we camped up in some really deep snow. Probably, I mean, I sunk in up to my hips at some point, so we had to winch out multiple times. Greg had to pull me out, I had to pull him out, and honestly we were so busy with recovery, we really didn't even get a chance to film. So last night was kind of, you know, a wash. We found a place to camp, but it was a little sketch. So today we basically spent the whole day searching through different forest roads, and we explored around. We went through some fog, as you saw, cleared up to this beautiful sunset, and now we're kind of up on this vista, probably around 5,500 feet in the Sierra, overlooking the San Joaquin Valley below. So really cool sunset there. But switching gears, so getting the fire together. As you saw earlier, I finally did get a chainsaw. It's a Greenworks 40-volt chainsaw with a 4-amp battery. The thing rips. I don't know if I'm gonna do a whole video on it. I'll probably put some stuff up on my Instagram, so be sure to follow Rhino Off-Road if you want to learn more about it. But I've had great success with it so far. It gets like 120 to 140 cuts between charges, so that's been awesome. So for those of you who live up near the snow, you probably know how difficult it is to find dry wood when you're snow camping. This is definitely no different up here. We have at least probably 6 inches to a foot, and a lot of it's buried. So the best thing you can really do is get a chainsaw, cut it up, use an axe and split it so that you can get to some of the drier parts of the wood. Put it around the fire, not kind of in the fire, but really the goal there is just to dry it out. And all night the process is really, you know, burn your dry wood, put the wet wood at the edge of the fire pit, and then kind of move it in as it dries out. I got these things, it's not sponsored or anything, but they're called fire plugs by Bigfoot, Bushcraft. They work really well. They're basically, you may have seen me throw it on the fire there, but they're basically these little pink cotton ball looking things. And you basically break it up, and then this thing burns independently, even when soaking wet for like 5 minutes. So I'm trying that for the first time on this trip, but I tell you, there's no way I would have gotten this wood lit otherwise without a lot of work or some, you know, fire starter or gasoline. Because it's so wet. So we're just gonna spend tonight here and then pull out tomorrow morning. Again, this is supposed to be a 2-day trip, but I just couldn't do any filming yesterday. It was just so much snow. But the snowfall was about a week ago, so it's starting to get kind of slushy during the day and then really slick and icy at night, which makes really challenging driving conditions. But I'm gonna tend to the fire here, and we'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Greg, you want some?
Hey, buddy. Hook me up. Goes from a coffee cup to a whiskey cup, right?
That's right.
Thanks, man. Thank you much.
God, I almost hate to put veggies on this plate.
No joke.
Oh yeah.
He's sinking down over there.
Every time.
Yeah. I think you need a winter chair.
Yeah, seriously.
Here we go. Steak, some hush puppies, green beans, potatoes, some wine, a couple of dudes out in the wilderness. What more could you ask for? This is just everyday life right here.
Yeah. I mean, why rough it if you don't have to, you know?
Exactly. Bon appetit.
Cheers.
Yeah, buddy. There it is.
It's very good.
It's cold.
So, as promised, we're sitting around the fire, and I'll give you guys some channel updates here. Well, where to start? So, last video I published with my dad back in October, I think, and then got home shortly thereafter, and we had our second son, Chase, who was born on early November. So, of course, I have a newborn at home. A little harder sell to let the wife let me go in the outdoors.
Yeah.
We still have a 2-year-old that is as busy as ever. And then additionally, we bought a house, which has been awesome, but you know, you buy a house, it's kind of like working on a Jeep where it's never really finished. So
No doubt.
yeah, it's been busy around here. But again, guys, thanks for all the support, especially with the last video. It is a lot easier for me to upload stuff via Instagram in between YouTube videos, so if you haven't followed me yet, do so at Rhino Off-Road. And then Greg here is Trail Newbie, who you all know from our Coyote Flats video. The last video I did where we were up in the Oregon Cascades kind of highlighted my need for some form of shelter because it was raining a lot in between the snow. And so what I'm thinking is what I really need is a shelter to cover my cooking area, which is going to be on the backside of the Jeep. So they make 180-degree awnings, which are like the perfect width so that it would just take up the back space of my Jeep, cover the cooking area, and then be perfectly sheltered. But because it's short enough that it fits, you know, in the width of the vehicle, it just doesn't give you that much coverage. Or obviously they make like 270-degree awnings, of which I've looked at like the 23-0. They have a good one. OVS makes one that's like sub $1,000. That's another 270-degree awning. So if you guys have any recommendations for stuff that you know you use or that you've seen that maybe works or doesn't work that you'd recommend, I'm all ears, because at this point it's hard to see them in person. So really all I can do is go off of word of mouth, whatnot. But that's going to be, I think, the next upgrade for the vehicle. Just because again, getting rained on and snowed on sucks on top of being cold. And I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but you know, it'd be nice to have a little shelter.
What's the temperature right now? Like 22?
Yeah, I think the low tonight, yeah, actually that's at Shaver and we're a little below it, but yeah, mid-20s.
Yeah.
Which, you know, my feet are soaking wet, so they're a little cold. Other than that, I'm actually doing all right.
Next time, bring 2 pairs of shoes, like two pairs of boots.
Also good advice.
Yeah, good advice if you're going snow wheeling.
But anyways, yeah, that's about all I got. Just stay tuned for future videos. This area in particular, I'm super excited about because we looked at Gaia. You guys are getting smoked out right now, but that's okay. We looked at Gaia, and I have never been kind of this lower area. Usually Greg and I go up above like 6,000 feet, but this time of year with the snowfall that the Sierra just got, there's just, I mean, it's impassable. We saw Jeeps on like 41-inch tires.
It's crazy.
Getting stuck. So
yeah.
Down here though, it's perfect. You know, 6 inches to a foot of snow, and there's a huge network of forest roads out here too, which you guys know that I love. So we're just going to enjoy, I think, the rest of the night here by the fire, and yeah, we'll catch up with you tomorrow.